of all the dwarves, I am stuck here with you.
Likewise, Ragnar. Likewise. But let's make it our home, then. Now, let's put your skills to the test, Ragnar.
More islands. As far as the dragon eye can see.
And one of them will be our next stop.
True. Look out!
Monsters. Don't worry. I've got it.
Oh, it's not the monsters. I think there is something much worse here.
Hello and welcome. I hope you are ready for the next stream because you are in for a treat. With me, I have Daniel from Star Drifters, and what we have to show to you is First Dwarf. Hello, Daniel. How are you?
Hi, Gonçalo. I'm fine. The weather in Poland is not that good, but I feel very well.
I feel you because in Portugal it's raining and raining and raining. Let's go to the game, and can you tell me a little bit about First Dwarf? What can you say about the game?
Okay, so First Dwarf is an immersive action RPG with base building elements. We want to test players' survival and exploration skills in this fantasy open world that we were making. The game action takes place on floating islands that floats in the sky. This planet is Planet Driftland, and it's no more. A war between mages of 4 races has shattered the globe into floating islands, and the inhabitants turned into barbaric tribes. Amongst the desolation, the dwarves prevailed, but not for long. Resources are running short, and the once great civilization is catching its last breath. And in desperate attempt to secure the future, mighty airships are sent to the Celestial Islands in search of materials to save the Dwarven Kingdom. True, our main character is a scouting engineer that sits in the mech. He's sent to explore new islands hidden in the clouds and find suitable spots for settlements for the colonists. In his mission, he will gather resources, build bases, collect mana to fuel the mechanical armor and the colonies, and he will also fight against dangerous threats by setting up defenses and also by personally engaging in the combat. But yeah, the real quest before him is to discover the truth behind his father's past and uncovering the secret which will shape the future of the Northern Dwarf clans. So yeah, that's basically First Dwarf.
I will break the fourth wall. Scrappy, can you take a look on the stream? Because it can be... Oh, it's done. It's done. Fourth wall not needed to be broken. So, broken. What I was saying, were you inspired in some sort of lore, some sort of mythology to make this game? Because as I was playing, I thought, this is very complex, very complex lore. Is this an original story, or did you have any inspiration in making it?
Yeah, this is our original story, mainly that is like built around floating islands and the planet Driftland. In the past, there were one game which has like similar theme, but we made it in our own. We made the story by ourselves.
This is mostly open world. As you told previously, we have to gather resources, build stuff. People may think this is a simple survival crafting, but it isn't it? This is very different. What
Yeah,
what do you think
it's
that it
different.
makes it different?
Well, in terms of our game, in terms of the world, it's not like the fully open world. We would like to call it the semi-open world, because the game action is taking place on the island that you are currently in. So it's like you feel that this is the open world, but it's the islands are not connected sometimes. So it's like the semi-open world formula. You have to travel to different islands using different methods. For instance, to the second island, you can just walk. We are planning to get to the second island by just walking. But after that second island, we are going to utilize some kind of a flying vehicle that is going to be our like main exploration device between the islands that are far away, and we can get to these islands by foot or by like other short travel vehicles. Um, and in terms of crafting and action in the game, we are playing with two characters. We have True, which is an engineer. He's our dwarf from the northern clan, and he got a dragon friend that helps him in deciphering stuff that is going to be found on the floating islands. So yeah, Ragna, you are playing her right now. She's very clever dragon, and
Yes.
she can read a tablet from the previous nation that lived there. They have left some technology that you are going to explore, and you are going to utilize for yourself. And yeah, our dwarf True is going to think about this stuff and adapt them to what he needs to be made. For example, I don't want to spoil it, but on this island you will find something that will upgrade your mech, and it will allow you to explore places
Further.
that you weren't able to explore before. So you can upgrade your mech by the technology you find on the island. You can craft things from this technology, and also in terms of base building, you will find some
Can
of
you
the
feel it?
buildings that you can utilize
Air
or
around the spring is
just
different.
change them to what you need
I
them
get
to
it.
be.
I can feel something
And
else, like hatching again, like a new
all of this
beginning.
will help you to create a like good settlement for the colonists. Um, that will like allow them to live on these islands that you are like making buildings and colonies. And you have to make sure that these colonies are safe enough to not be destroyed by animals, by enemies that are appearing on these islands. So there is like this base defense gameplay also, where you have to tactically place
One complete
buildings
gathered wood
like
pile can build a
walls
house before winter. Lasts for a while, but his
defensive
words of wisdom.
towers that should
Sage,
staff
age-weary, said once.
around the colony. So you will make sure that
Quite
this
the
colony
opposite. He
is
fathered
safe.
35 sons and
Yes.
Yeah,
Before the settlers can come in.
yeah, exactly. We need to have some safe place that the settlers can live before we call for them, and before we tell them, okay, come there, we have everything prepared for you. You can like get to this island and live there.
First level, I assume, is like a tutorial, just for us to
Yeah.
learn the mechanics.
Yeah, mostly the first level, the first island that you're exploring is a tutorial. Right now you are looking for a quarry, because you in the end you want to have like the colony that can provide resources for itself. So so yeah, you have to build some automated machines, buildings that will gather stuff from different resource depots.
I thought that was going to build a well first, and here we will have an example of the fighting scenario.
Yeah, this enemy is called Fel, and it's a tainted enemy that came out of different spawners. We have spawners that are present in like that they are like a cave, or we have some spawners that are made out of dead trees. And in terms of these enemies, they are tainted by a dark magic, by dark magician that it's present in this world. And the darkstone you found in the beginning of the gameplay was directly related to the magic that is used by this dark magician. And the enemies and everything that gets tainted is because of these dark stones and this dark energy. So yeah, I see that you are like struggling with the combo animation and the combo execution. In the middle of the screen, you have this line that is like thick in the middle when you are just clicking, and you have to click when it's in this, yeah,
Oh,
like this. And you have like this combo mechanic pretty well. We are looking for explaining it to the players more properly, because it was like the place of this indicator of this combo indicator changed from the left bottom corner to the middle of the screen, and we are looking to adjust the tutorial to explain it for the players, so they will just get it in no second.
I noticed the marker, the indicator, but I didn't know what to do with him.
Yeah. I saw that, so I explained it to you, because yeah, we are working on it, and we'll change it like in the near future.
Get this because I will need more stone in the future. This one is nearby. So people may look at this just as another PvE survival crafting, but the story for me was what caught me. I was just intrigued by the story and by what we need to what we start to unwrap stuff along the way as we play, and that is very intriguing, and that makes it very different from other games.
Or perhaps you want to build it.
Yeah, the story is very like complex, I would say, but it's not too complex to be not understand. So we try to balance it as much as possible, and we have two great characters that talk and interact during the gameplay. Ragnar and True, they are like talking all the time practically about what is going on in the world, and sometimes they can like joke around and I would say be ironic, but but we wanted to make it in a good taste, so it's not like a cheesy one thing, but it's like a proper joke, I would say.
Yeah, they mess around with each other here and there. I know they mock.
They mock each other, yes.
Yeah. Everything has to be connected. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything, every building that is going to be like created in this world by the players needs some mana to operate. So yeah, when you got this mana teapot, mana resource, and you can build mana well on top of it, you are pretty much okay in terms of like providing resource that will run all of the buildings. However, in the future islands, it may not be that easy to gather mana from just the spot. We are looking at different methods that the player has to explore and find out about in terms of powering the buildings and also powering the mech, because the mech is also using the same mana.
I have to recharge him from time to time, especially when I found the other stuff that you were talking about previously that I do not want to spoil for now.
Not good. We still have
And every time I
Expecting someone?
use that, I have to recharge.
things in this world like to come out.
Yeah.
forgot
It's mostly like a fuel for your mech, for your suit.
Yeah,
So
indeed.
if you run out,
We have to build a workshop at the base so that I can finally make a decent
And it makes sense because it's a machine, it has to be fueled, properly fueled.
turrets too.
yeah.
Let's hurry up, my poor defenseless.
Yeah, so right now in the tutorial you have the objective to build a workshop at the base. And in the workshop, actually, it's mostly all of the crafting happening. When you build the workshop, you will see how it looks. Right now, we have a few items that you can craft that are needed for you currently and to the next island. However, we are not playing the next island,
Yes.
but I would like shortly explain to you why these items are there. And we are trying to make every item and everything that the player is making in the game like purposeful. We don't want to make some stuff that is like, okay, just put some potions there that you are not going to use. Everything is going to be like useful in terms of gameplay. So you will craft mostly stuff that is useful for you in some ways. It can be used like in the I would say by your character that you're controlling, or it can be used as some kind of upgrade to the weapons or to the building. Yeah, it's mostly about it.
In your game design, this world, I've tried to show some sightseeings for the people around, but it's so beautiful and peaceful. How hard it was for you to just make a graphical scenario like this one? How big is your team, of course, to start with?
Well, our team is like it's not that big. We are like about 12 people working on the game, I would say. But yeah, in terms of graphics, we have some talented people in our art department, and yeah, they are like taking some of the references from the games that are playing and that we have as a benchmarks. We were looking about in a way of what Genshin did. Genshin Impact did this beautiful comic, I would say, fantasy graphical theme. But we thought that it will be great to add some details to it, and it turned out really great. So this
And if the turret shoots at us,
these visuals are like planned to be
we'll keep silent, but remember it's an
like
anxious
this kind of like comic or fantasy, but detailed. So it's not like plain colors. It has details and it has scratches. It gives some detail that is going to be and is right now properly creating this I would say vision of the game and what's the world like. You can immerse into this graphics just playing the graphics. when you turn off everything else, you can just sit and watch that stuff is happening. And right now it's a night, so yeah.
And this was what we were talking about. Is the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
upgrade to our mecha.
My armor.
Yes, our characters will have different development trees. Ragnar is going to be developed in a way of knowledge person, I would say, of a clever, like very clever person. So she will get to read some more stuff when she progresses through the game. And she is also flying, so she got a lot of scout abilities that you can like develop into something that you may use in different scenarios. So everything that is going to be in development trees is going to support the game in a way that the player wants it to support, and it's on the player's shoulders to think about what is going to be the best thing for them next, what is going to be developed next. True, as an engineer, he got a lot of stuff that relates to engineering and to creating stuff and to building, and also he's like the main mech pilot. But Ragnar also can steer the mech. But True, he got hands that can fix the mech. So mostly he's going to do a lot of things that relate to mech. And to the buildings, because he's, as I said, he's an engineer, so he needs to think about creating proper settlement for the people from his clan. And also the mech can be developed. He's not like the character that has biological heart, but he's powered by mana, so it's a similar thing. And mech is your main vehicle, main machine that you're like using throughout the game. So it's going to be developed in a way that machine can be developed. There will be a lot of things that you can attach to the mech. You will have different weapons to the mech. So yeah, there is a lot of stuff that can be upgraded or unlocked for your gameplay and for your needs.
I've already loved this demo. You are making me become anxious with this game. I want it released yesterday. Seems such a fun game, but I guess there is still in at least mid development, isn't it?
Yeah, we are like looking for releasing the game in the next year, but it's like not. We will decide when we like get all things collected and made that we have planned for now. And when we going to release the game, we'll have probably the early access formula. So we'll listen to players and develop the game in the way that they like it. Yes, the game is pretty much in the mid development. We have pretty much everything planned for the rest of the islands, the story that happens on them, what is player going to encounter on these islands. So yeah, we have a lot of plans, and we are just making things as they go, as we test the game, and we make some small adjustments to the first island. And currently we're working actively on the second island, so you can play it as soon as possible. Okay, I see that you have this upgrade, which is jump higher. You can craft it and you can attach it then to the mech.
I have a 60% keyboard, so I have to check how do I move. And there we go.
Yeah, and you have to click left mouse
But it didn't
to
work
create.
for some reason.
I see that you are missing one stone. You have
Oh,
49 stone,
Yeah, let's
and
wait
this
a
is
little
one
bit.
missing. Yeah.
I've missed it. The character that is playing the voice, that is voice acting Ragnar, is it someone that we knew, that we know? His voice seems so familiar.
Yeah, it's not actually it's not someone that you know. We have our sound designer that is making this voiceovers, and she actually
Oh,
created this voice probably out of scratch, and generated it in some software. But it's not someone we know. This voiceover are mostly, I would say, they're like placeholding. We would just to have these voiceovers to give more of the immersion from the game for the players. So in the end, they will change, but the feeling, the feel of the game and the voiceovers should stay the same because we like them how they are now.
why isn't this working?
Well,
It,
it
it's
was
working now. It was destroyed.
yeah, it was destroyed by the enemies when they attacked. But
It's irreparable.
yeah, it was totally destroyed because
Okay.
you didn't
Defend it.
you didn't defend it. So yeah, it's producing this machine is producing taking stone resources from the stone depot, but it's 300 stone per day in game. So it's pretty slow, but it's fine for the colonists.
Let me try to get this now. Now that I have the resources.
Yeah, and this is going to be created. Yes.
And there it is, the first upgrade.
This. Look, I can jump so high.
Yeah. So this upgrade lets you jump higher, like pretty high, I would say. And also you get some fall damage when you jump too high with it. But what is not currently explained in the game, that you can just hold the space when you're like in the high, when you're like very high, when you jump really high, and it will like stop you from taking fall damage. So it's like the boosters from, I would say, some SpaceX airship.
Yeah, it is. It works pretty well. And speaking about wells, let's build one.
Yeah,
As
you
is
have to,
one of the
to build
objectives.
the water well.
And now the homes for the settlers.
For something to drink, you gave us plain water each with. For that, we will go to your
Yeah, you are
I do
missing
not
20.
have the resources. I have to search for more stone.
How do you know the song?
Yeah, you need more stone. In total, I think that you need like 80 stone, and it should be fine. You can just go to the stone depot where you got it when you build this machine, and you can just farm stone here, just attacking
Oh.
the resource.
I
So it's
didn't
working
know that.
passively, but you can just go to the spot and do some manual work. As True is not a person that is afraid of working hard, so he can just get to the spot and dig some stone by himself.
He is alone at the moment. He has no other option. He has to work alone. So
Yeah, he got Ragnar to help, but she didn't have such hands to hold a pickaxe. So yeah, he got to do it by his own hands.
I was asking, does the depots have an end, or they will run endlessly?
Well, depots are not limited right now. They are like you can gather resources endlessly from them. But we are looking into some changes in the economics because we had some issue that you had a lot of resources that you are not using, and we thought that on such small islands you will have to think about the resources, and you have to manage resources some more.
I hope they will have patience here.
But of course, it's not the main gameplay thing. It's some kind of I would say addition to current economy of the game. So it will fit like more. It will fit prettier into the game when you have something to manage the resources.
Let's explore another bit of this small island on our next objective. And it was at this point there that I understood there is a story, a well-written, an intriguing story behind this. Because our dragon friend, she always points us towards a solution. She's like not a conscience, but she's like a narrator of sorts. If we are not understanding that we are facing a element of the storyline, she will tell us that.
Yes. Ragnar is mostly
This fox is
mostly used in our game in terms of like
If you ask me.
understanding the game world and the story behind the game world. As a dragon, she's also pretty clever, so her tips are very useful in a lot of situations. I would say in all of the situations. But the game can play tricks on the players sometimes, and some things that look like they should help you, they may be like devastating for you. Devastating is maybe too hard word, but
Yes.
it's just the thing that the players has to think and to decide if what they see is that thing that they want to do.
Yeah. Some stuff can make our life harder.
Yeah.
Let's remove that stone.
I thought
Yes. So in terms of ports, you have a port here. You have to put a proper blue crystal into this slot. However, these ports will allow players to have like some kind of fast travel between the islands because they may be too far.
Ooh.
So they act like a spot that calls that will allow you to like dock your flying vehicle, the airship, to them, and you can just fast travel between the islands. As for now, you have just the one island, so it's no point of using it yet. But yeah, as everything, you have to power it by mana also.
Yes. Resources. No.
Yeah, it's an installment, and it's the second from the left.
The game has full controller support. I've played the first run in the controller, but it's way easier to play with keyboard and mouse. I was always removing my buildings with the controller. I'm not much of a controller guy also, so for me it's fine, but for the ones interested, you can count with a full controller support.
Yeah, the controller support is pretty like important for us because our game is very like going to different platforms, so the controller support is a must to have there. And As I see, you have this port connected to the mana,
Yes.
and right now you have this objective to send a raven to the dwarves. However, you can explore some secret island that is hidden
Yes, on the top. Yes, I was going to do that before I go to the second island because there's no point. Let me check the time. Well, let's go there now.
there. Okay.
We have 10 minutes.
Yeah. So the
And for the ones that always ask that if we can pet the dogs, let's pet the dog because it's possible here. You let us pet the wolves.
I think this fox
Yeah,
has eaten some
foxes
berries.
like to be
Maybe
pet
it was
when they are
hungry.
like fully health
Foxes.
and they didn't eat some things. You can pet these foxes.
Indeed. Let me just catch these fairies because we will need them on the other one. Can we interrupt the animation? No, we cannot.
I say that not yet, but in the future it may change as this mechanic was implemented a few weeks ago, and in terms of experience and interrupting the animation, we have something to improve. Yes.
Try not to fall.
Yeah. Remember about pressing space second time when you are in when you are like in high.
You have probably already noticed, the ones checking the stream, we have a viewpoint here.
Wow. From this point, we can see the whole island and the next one too.
So beautiful.
Yeah. In our game, there will be a lot of viewpoints that you can like
There are some levels
find
of the stone.
and
Oh,
look
excellent.
look at the game world that we created. There is a lot of beautiful sites, so it would be a shame if we didn't implement such thing into our game. There is a lot of things that you may just look at different times of day. So yeah, you have a lot of things to do, to watch, and probably to just rest a little bit into the game
Spots on the
by
chart have disappeared.
looking for these viewpoints.
The berries are working. They protect
I
from
see
the
that
taint.
you
We
healed the
have to
fox,
try and heal
so
the other
he's
animals.
just a happy
We
fox.
don't. There's other work.
Yeah, now it is. It's something that we learn through the dragon,
Monsters attacking
and that's
us.
what I
Their
was
symptoms
talking
are the
about.
same disease
She's
as
like
It could
a
affect us as
narrator,
well.
if I can. It's not a narrator. She will guide us. She's like a guide. She's like intrinsic part of the story. Without her, we would not. I would not be able to understand some of the stuff that is going on the screen. She's very important to everything that we see. In my opinion, of course.
Yeah, she's playing a crucial part into the gameplay, as she understands the world. She understands what happened there. She understands the story and problems that were there before, and they are currently present. So yeah, she's pretty important in terms of the game world, of the story of the game world. And True is also pretty important in terms of other stuff. But speaking about the game world itself, it's mostly in Ragna's hands.
She acts like a slightly retained fucking be healed. Cost 3 berries. I have just 2. Can I? There any?
You can just go behind the tower. There should be like one spot with the berries.
I think I got them
if I
already.
remember correctly. Ah, okay. So you can just take Ragna for a flight, and you will just look from above the island where these berries are.
Oh.
But don't worry, these boxes won't change to tainted. They won't change fast to this tainted state. They have some time. They just ate wrong berries, and they need proper berries to be provided.
Let's explore the island with with our dragon. Not to find any berries, but just so people can see what she's capable of. You can
Yeah, under
scout
control.
Sorry?
Under control, you have scout ability that lets you just look at stuff and place them on the minimap. Things that you are going to explore using Ragna and to discover using Ragna are different. They are sometimes related to things that are like related to the enemies, as you can find some spawners and the enemies' nests. But also you can find some quest objects that are needed for you to progress to the game. I guess that you can just take these berries with you if you want to. With the Ragna, I think that you should be able to when you're just close enough.
Okay, I have not noticed that previously.
Okay. So yeah, the Ragna is mostly used in scouting and discovering things on the islands. She also can reach spots that are hard to get to with the mech, because she is flying, so it's obvious. She can also breathe fire on the first island, and it's her main weapon, I would say. But on the second island, there will be like another elemental thing that she can utilize, and it will be like a different one from the fire, so she can breathe something else on the second island.
For the ones watching, the second island is still not playable. That's why I'm not trying to reach it. But our time is almost ending, so perhaps I can send the Raven to call for the settlers.
Yes, it's the main objective to call for them now, as the colony seems to be safe.
I've never watched the turret working.
I can't believe it.
It was never needed.
Another island soon.
Well, in the
I have to build more in the next playthroughs.
Build the base with wood and stone.
Yeah, in the next playthroughs you have to build more about around it, around the base defense stuff. Right now you have no problems at this island because you cleared all of the spawners, and you have you made sure that this island is safe. However, some events may happen that will cause this island not to be safe. Not be safe, and you will have to handle some enemies that will attack you, and you will also have to pick up some dark stones, as they are like the sources of the dark magic that taints everything in this world.
What are the purpose of these gears and chimney that I've just made?
You made them in advance for the second island. When you get there, you will have to build a base that requires chimney and gears. So you will be prepared on the second island with all the stuff that you need to build the colony. From, I would say, this stuff that is going to be crafted and created by True.
And there's the first settlers. They are arriving.
Yes, the settlers are there.
And
They are walking to the buildings, to the houses that you built for them. They are going to live there, and in the future they may have some problems that you will need to
address.
to address and to help them.
Let's just to finish. Let's go to the second island. On the bottom of the screen, there's a indicator with a temperature gauge, I think. What's the meaning of
Why do you say
that
that?
temperature stuff?
In my armor, I couldn't climb this
Yeah, so this temperature stuff is more like a stamina mechanism from older games.
What is it?
You can imagine how it works.
There in the distance?
But when you're
It looks
doing
like
some
a
stuff that requires this movement from the mech, I would say like sprinting or making attacks, you are just slightly overheating the mech. So when you overheat
You said
to
you were
the
going
end,
to be
or
near
you,
the port.
I would say you
Only
run
what
out
is
of
it?
stamina, you will have to wait a little bit,
What?
or just stop yourself from
Look at these
performing
papers. See a sign?
this
Is it
this
your sign?
these actions that
Flyers.
require stamina. So it's like the second thing that drives the mech, but there's like mana is the main thing that is powering the mech.
Okay, we have reached the end of this demo in a great spot because our time have ended. I before we go, do you want to explain to the watchers something that or speak about something that I've not talked about during the stream?
Well, I guess that we were talking about everything mostly. We talked about our characters, we talked about the game features, and what is going on in the game. Um, we spoke a lot of about a lot of things, but we didn't mention one thing, that this game can be played by just one player, or it can be played in cooperation mode and in online cooperation mode. So you can just sit on your couch and you can play the game with your friend, or you can sit in front of computer and connect through online services to play in cooperation mode. And what it looks like is that one player is taking care of one character at a time. So there is in this game there is still one mech, one dwarf, and one dragon.
We just okay, I understand it. Okay, so guys, wishlist this game on Steam. Everyone watching the stream because it's. I think this game has something special for the ones like me that are used to games like Rust or Valheim. Here, the story, the quest is very important to the development of all the game. It's very intriguing, and for a game like this one, is not very it's not usual to be such a story focused game. Daniel, thanks for being here with me and to take your time to explain everyone what this game means and what was the thinking process behind him. I just can wish you good luck in the final decision of the jury and see you next time. Guys, see you next
Thank
time,
you.
guys.
See you
Bye.
next time. Bye.
Well, we are far from home, Ragnar.
And of all the dwarves, I am stuck here with you.
Likewise, Ragnar. Likewise. But let's make it our home then. Now, let's put your skills to the test, Ragnar.
More islands. As far as the dragon eye can see.
And one of them will be our next stop.
True, look out!
Monsters. Don't worry. I've got it.
Oh, it's not the monsters. I think there is something much worse here.